Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am on time. Yes, I did it, dude. I am dragging to this morning. I woke up a little bit late, so you guys are gonna see some of the morning routine here. So let me just get the chat signed in and move some stuff around, do the hokey pokey, and say good morning, chat. All right, morning chat, audio check. All right, good morning. Welcome. I am Darkpool Algo, and thanks for joining me on another morning watchlist building session. Today is Thursday, September 23rd, 2021, and the market is going to rip. Is it going to rip? I think it's going to rip. Rippity rip, 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 rip mode. So, with that being said, I am a smart money, dark pool, and block trade analyst. I'm going to use software called FlowTrade to help me find some stocks, options, and potentially maybe even some common shares today that are going to make a greater than expected move. This software tracks large institutional hedge fund big money in real time. This is a predictive, not a leading indicator, not a lagging indicator, meaning that we see what's happening before the market reacts. We look for some specific setups here, like divergence. Let me show you what my charts are. This white lines, those are, well, hold on. The white bars are price action. Hold on, let me see if my boy Laz is there. All right, he's here, he's on time. All right, purple that you see is a regular algorithm. If I draw a red line, it is a regular block trade. Blue line is a dark pool block trade. And if I drop the white lines, the boy Laz Montana, we're gonna start calling him Tony Montana. Since he showed up this morning, we're gonna give him a gold star. That is a dark pool and regular block trade. They came in at the same price level, and they're so close to each other I can't segment them out. Those are super important levels to watch, meaning that dark pool interest and regular block trade, retail, and there's a theory behind that. Retail interest, regular block trade interest came in at the same level, so that should be a good support resistance level. Now, with these regular block trades, I've noticed that there is a propensity to have retail trading, those trades routed through regular block trades. So I think what's happening is, say, Robinhood, right? All of the retail trades that come in from Robinhood, those are routed through block trades, through their broker, whatever their broker is. So it's kind of a tinfoil hat theory, but it's really not. So let me get a little bit more research done, and I'll drop some knowledge on an aftermarket video. Okay. Other important announcements is I'm going to be doing a influential traders series, which is going to be a series of short videos highlighting and really giving a shout out to some of the most influential traders that I've met and that I've worked with over the last couple of years. I just want to kind of let everybody that's out there know who some solid people are to follow, right? Because there's a million leeches. I don't know how I want to say it. There's a bunch of bad people out there. Stay away from them. Bad. Okay. All right. With that being said, let's get into it. If you have requests, get them to me now while I go through my morning routine. Just gotta see it because I am a slacker and I'm a little late. Okay. If you see me twitch bad, there's a mosquito in this house someplace, and we're fighting right now. We're at war, and it's winning. So, all right. So typically, what I'll do is I'll grab some news, and I will get this posted into the different channels. This is a big one right here. Roku got upgraded to buy from neutral into Guggenheim, which is good. Yes, we like that. Facebook chief technology officer is leaving. That's not so good. BlackBerry is up 8% because they're in a short squeeze. All right, here comes all of the pharmaceutical stuff. I don't really want to get into it because there's just too much to go over, and I don't have a lot of time to go through this. So anything, I'm looking for BNTX, I'm looking for mRNA, and I'm also looking for Pfizer information. Here we go. Pfizer, FDA granted emergency use authorization for the booster dose of Pfizer and BNTX. RIP mode on these ones. Gotta share that to the group. Gotta share it. We are gonna rip today, fellas. All right. Wow, he's early. WTF. Seriously. Damn, he's up earlier than I am. All right. Next one that could be of importance is, let's see, financials. Let's see. Evergrande is worried recent stock price watching. Okay, so more Evergrande news. Not really specific, other than Chinese estate holdings are planning to sell all of its shares. Oh shoot, this is bearish. All right, Chinese Estate Holdings Limited is planning to sell all of its shares in Evergrande as the investment company is worried about recent stock price volatility and financial conditions of the debt-laden Evergrande. Chinese Estates, which holds 751 million shares, or a 5% stake in Evergrande. Oh shoot, this is very bearish. That's not so good. Very bearish. Okay. We will get extreme volatility in the market today, just based on this news. So just be nimble. Be nimble, nimble, nimble. Okay. That's all I'm saying. NCTY Polygon Lithium scaling platform. Blah, 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 blah. Huh. The 9. It doesn't say what anything is about it. All right. Keeping on moving. All right. Energy. This is an interesting sector over the last couple of days, but I'm not seeing any of the names that we would have been playing. And knock is going to be up. All right. Consumer. Steelcase. Funco entered a credit agreement. Ooh, that should be bullish for Funco. Hyatt. No, Hyatt. Dude, Hyatt's gonna go down today. Don't play Hyatt. All right, so blah, 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 blah. Let's see. NYMEX is down, Brent's down, gold's up. That's not good. The euro is up, Japan is up, and 200 note is up. Okay, so bonds are up, which means the ES should either chop or slightly fade. Going into the close. Let's see. Any important news today? All right, earnings. Nike earnings are important. Costco earnings are important. That's really the only ones that I'm super interested in. And then as far as we have jobless claims today, right now, and those ones that came out. Let's see what the market's doing. Market's reacting positive to the jobless claims, so it's probably a better than expected number. And here we go. All right, transport slid to a low, and in Asian markets, the Nikkei index was closed. Shanghai rose 13. Hang Seng gained 289, and the DAX is up 130. So that's bullish for us, right? Oil prices are slipping. That's actually not too bad. All right. All right. So hawkish is the word after all they can pull out of Powell's speech, which I watched the entirety of, is hawkish, right? So basically, let me tell you what the outcome of that was. Tapering will end in the middle of next year. Tapering will probably, more than likely, begin at the November FOMC meeting. So be prepared going into November. Expect a little rally until then. So basically following the same flow that's happening. So we'll get a sell-off into FOMC. Then they're going to announce tapering, which will probably pull us back to at least the 50 or the 100 moving day average. Keep that in mind going into your positions. So just don't get stuck thinking that this market's going to go up forever, and know that going into November, this announcement of the FOMC is going to rock the market. So you heard it here first. Don't get stuck. All right, next thing I do is I just throw this over in the group and I'll send them a message. I don't know if any of these guys ever read that or not, but it's there for them. Okay, let's move on. All right, so obviously I haven't had a chance to run my scans yet, so I'm going to be dependent upon y'all for the information. Let's source that info today, okay? All right, what do we got here? Excuse me. Guess who's on time? Morning, Laz. Morning, Johnny. Morning, Terry. Morning. I'm going to mess up your name. Is it Wen? W-I-E-N, Wen? Yeah, I tried. All right, so Zscaler, Experian, AMD, Vel, Eson, NTP. All right, those sound good. Those sound pretty good. I'm also test driving a new data service, that I've kind of gone through it. Like, there was a Patreon group I was following. I wasn't really impressed with her service, so I canceled after a month. I've been in unusual wells for the last month. Not super, it's, yeah, I don't know. So I think I may be canceling that and picking up a new one. It's Badass. All right, so let's just start checking out the stocks. Zscaler. Love that stock. Twitter, I want to check out Twitter just because of the volatility. Are you kidding me? Dude, I really need to get a better power adapter or power setup for my Windows machine over here because it keeps closing after 20, even though it's on battery power. Regardless. Okay. Rambles. IWM looks pretty decent today too. So I'm going to leave that one up, and then let's check out EXPI. All right, Zscaler. Love this stock. Algo is trading with price action in a generally bullish uptrend. Now, there's no specific divergence, so this is a pure price action play, right? So you're going to be dependent upon what the algo does intraday. So this is looks like it's pulling back into a nice little wedge here. We get that, excuse me, flag. We get that bull flag breakout. I think we can definitely start taking out, right, some of those previous lows. So the rally would be from this move to the previous high, whatever that is, probably a $10 move, right? We do have nice, strong uptrending support. We're just going to ignore this little blip of the day right there. And yeah, nice little bull flag forming, right? Rising channel. I would call this yeah, I'm just going to call it a bull flag. This looks good. Zscaler looks bullish for today. We don't have any block trades to speak of, so don't look for any help coming from that. Don't look for any block trade help. Positive stack moving averages. This is a very bullish chart here. Okay, looking at the daily, we closed above VWAP, above POC, and above highest volume VWAP. So month to date VWAP we closed above. We could rally up to, looks like we've got a longer term supply zone that we're entering into right now off of this doji, right? This doji candle here, doji candle, like Doja Cat, right? So if we can get above 285, I think we start getting real chunky on the way up to 3 ATR. We may consolidate in there a little bit. I don't have a fib level on that, but I can throw one on it real easily. So we go from high to low, right? And it looks like we're currently at the 50%. We were going to test 281. If we can rally through it and pull back to test 281 as support, I definitely think we can go long on this to 295. Okay. On the 15-minute chart. Oh, sorry. Let me finish this. We're looking to have this little slingshot squeeze and MACD crossover to the upside. That should happen today as long as Zscaler continues in its bullish uptrend. What I like about this is overnight we rallied. No. This was yesterday. All right, so we rallied into yesterday, pulled back to the 21 EMA. This is textbook setup, right? Continued on, pulled back, tested the 34, and we continue to rally through. Currently, we are above VWAP, right? We've got stack positive moving averages, 821.34. The 50 is above the 200. And it looks like we get a little bit of a crossover on the MACD. Relative strength is starting to gain, or starting to rise a little bit. And we should hopefully have a TTM squeeze fire off. Like I said, maybe get a rally to 281 at the open, and then pull back to support, maybe the 8, possibly. Or we just rally through 281, back test, and continue up to 294. Zscaler looks good. I'm actually going to write this one down on my list. I think I'm going to try to get some payment from it. If you're interested in the options chain, let me see if I can do options chain this morning. TOS has been super wacky doodle for me lately. SWN's coming up on the pre-market scanner. And we're going to check that out in a minute. All right, we like ZS 295. All right, looking at the options chain. Whoa, where's my woo? Yo, what happened to my woo? Yo. There we go. 277.50s look pretty decent for this week. If you wanted to go out to next month's expiry, you could do the 280, 290 vertical for about $3, make about 5 on it. let's see if we give ourselves, there we go. I think this is where, yeah, options are thin, but 287.50s look pretty decent. Or these 297.50s would have to go out to 15 days. And no open interest on those. Yeah, the 300s 2 weeks out, possibly 300s. Yeah. So those 300s with 22 days expiration look decent. I would do the 280 300 vertical just to give myself some positive theta. Probably make, let's see, get into it for 5. It's a $20 wide spread. Probably get out, get out for 12. Okay. The scalar. Yeah, this is bullish. Super bullish. Great call. Great call. All right. Let's see. What was the next one? Twitter. All right. Okay. CRM team. Okay. Let's look at Twitter. So Twitter's been the play all week, right? Looking at Twitter, the algo. I don't know. This is kind of, I would expect a little bit of a pullback on Twitter, maybe back down to 63.50. The algo started, we got bearish divergence, however, it reversed at the end of the day. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens when the algo interacts here with this dark pool level at 60. Right, I'm going to be interested to see what happens at this level here. The algo did make a lower low, so don't get head faked on this. This is a really interesting support level for Twitter. We have regular block trades coming in at 62.65. There's your support right there. There's a gap that needs to be filled back down to 61. So yeah, these are the levels you're going to need to watch out for. Okay, Twitter, I think it's going to run into some resistance over here at previous highs, 65, 75-ish. Okay, IWM. So what I like about IWM is the algo is trading with price action, right? This is good for IWM. Let me show you why. All right, so falling channel breakout, algo is now net buying, right? And as long as the algo can maintain its previous resistance, it's now support. Look for this to curl back around and continue on up to the upside. As far as price action is concerned, this is kind of a steep incline, but look what we're coming to get. Look at where we're at here. See that little wedge breakout back test to support? We have dark pool levels and that are going to be our resistance. 222.54 is a point for me, right? We can break above and close above 222.54. I'd like IWM to start taking out some of these previous highs, right? 223, 225, right? And so on and so forth. We have regular block trade support coming in at 221.82, right? So basically here, right? And current, I'm sorry, those are all resistance. This is support. We have range support. 221.33 is a significant level. Use that as support. Look for the rally breakout. It should be pretty easy. IWM is pretty easy to follow. All right. So we rallied through previous demand zone, right? So that was a supply zone, became a demand zone, rallied up to the supply zone. I mean, this is impressive, right? This is impressive to the penny, yo. The hell, come on. To the penny on that supply zone, which is fine. So we gapped up. Unfortunately, we may fade back to VWAP 221. If the 50 breaks, look for VWAP support. We may just flash crash or just algo, flash algo to come down and fill that gap. If we get above 224, I think that we've got room. Let me show you some fib levels. I take a fib from this high to this low, right? Boom. Oh my God, look at the symmetry in this. That's why this stock's so easy to trade. It does what it's supposed to do. It does its job. So break at 224. I think we come up and test 230. I don't know if we get there today. We will definitely test 227, right? So the move would be like this. This would be a 1, right? Like this is the longer term move on IWM. Something along the lines of this, except for, all right, so if that's the 1 move, right, this 3 move is going to be way longer. So something like that is what I'm looking to have happen. That's IWM. We're getting a MACD golden cross going to happen today or tomorrow. And we'd look for this slingshot squeeze to come up and release. So potential fade at the open, back down to demand zone support, right? Or the close of yesterday's close, and then continuation up. The other option is we rip through the supply zone, back test 224, and then continue to move up. Just remember, there will be a gap that needs to be filled. It's a tiny one, but it's still there. Okay, moving on. Moving on. What do we got here? EXPI. I think this is Experian or Expedia. I don't know what it is. I played this before. I can't remember the name. The algo is trading with price action. So this is a pure momentum play, right? Come on. The algo is, what did it do? Right, so the algo is going to need to take out some of its previous highs, but it is moving really nicely, right? Look for this is going to be resist, like looking for the break of that line and then back test and continuation to the upside. I like how price action is moving. We've got a little bit of risk down here that we can get to, and we formed a nice little flag, right? So we're looking for another breakout, but for me, it's really the algo breaking up above this overhead trend line, okay? As far as EXPI goes, how am I doing on time? EXPI on the charts. All right, what do we got here? So gap fill, pullback. All right, so we're gonna have a MACD golden crossover, slingshot squeeze release. That should propel us higher. Definitely we're gonna go test previous highs at 54. Right, 54. Yeah, we'll just call it 54. So there's about a $5 move there. I wish I could do ATR on this chart. That'd be so great. It'd let me know the expected move for the day. So great little rally into yesterday, right? Closed, let's see, closed it right at 48, popped up, tested 50, pulled back to the 8 EMA. I expect to pull back to the 21 and potentially testing VWAP, so maybe a pullback at the open. As far as how that looks on the chart, let's see. Got a little micro supply zone right here, right? That obviously target. That's the target. Look for a pullback. We've got stack positive moving averages 821, 34, 50, 200. Little oversold on RSI, so maybe a little bit of fade to 34 or even 50. The 34 or even 50. Yeah, like this level for support here. Yeah, so I'm good as long as 47 holds. Below that, we've got a $2 move down to the 200 SMA. If we fade at the open expect your moving averages to hold as support. The 200's rising to meet, so potentially 48.29 is another level of support, which is our VWAP here, or 48.25. There's your support levels as far as targets go. Let's see. If we take low to high, back down to low, right? Yeah, that's the fib level's off. I'd have to do it from the daily. Right, low, high, low. Yeah, that's more in line. There we go. That makes a lot more sense. That makes more sense. So you've got your levels, right? Take a screenshot of this. The move would be to the 1618 at 54.90, or that supply zone. All right, moving on. Moving on. All right, let's check out AMD. Vale. Team. CRM. Aren't CRM and team the same thing? All right. Sorry, I'm just checking for some other news. See if we got anything coming out. Just coming out, coming out. Not seeing anything. I mean, all right. I've got a list here we can go through. AMD Valet Team and CRM. CRM looks good. So CRM, Roku, Tesla, Upstart, Roblox, Hood, Bumble, Google, Docu, Netflix, Facebook. Those are all should rip. There's your quick list. All right, AMD. Hey, look at the amount of block trades in the last 9 days for AMD. That's a lot. Really? That is a lot. So, ooh, where's Laz? We're dropping lines. Yo, Tony Montana. Tony Montana style. All right, we have a regular block. The 15th, huh? What happened here on the 15th? Yeah, it's an important level. All right. We have a regular block trade at 106. That's your resistance. Currently 102.67 is your regular block trade support. We have dark pool resistance all the way up. All the way up. 105.50, right? And then support coming in at 104.25, maybe, possibly. There we go. We do have white line support resistance. Let's go for the Miami boys right here. 104.85, y'all. It's a nice level. 104.85. If we can rally above that, expect resistance all the way up. 106, a clean break of 106. Then I think AMD can start moving chunky, right? I'd be taking out some of these previous highs. As far as price action and the algo is concerned, we're a little bit bearish on the algo. It's making lower lows and lower highs, right? So look for all right, let's see what the algo did. Took out previous lows, right? This is going to be an interesting level for a reversal on the algorithm, okay? If it can do its job and kind of pull itself out of this little falling wedge that it's formed. Ooh, that's a megaphone. Yeah, I don't know about that. All right, so just be wary of the algo. It is bearishly diverged, right? As you can see here. Could potentially pull price action all the way back down to 102.67. If it can rally through its overhead resistance, basically, if the algo can rally through all of that, then I think we see a stronger move to the upside for AMD, right? We may just chop back and forth as well. So clean break of 106 or even 105.50, I'd be a player in AMD. All right, Valet. We just bearish divergence. Lots of block trade support over the last 8 days. The algo is continuing to sell off. Right. So this is long-term net selling. We took out previous support. So I'd look for a continuation down to the downside on this. We have lots of white lines on Veil. So imagine that, Veil and white lines. It's almost like going to Miami for white lines. Get it? Veil, ski resort. Oh, you guys are funny this morning. All right. 1610 possible target, right? Yeah, lots of chop, right? This is just gonna be a super choppy mess, right? Lots of chop back down to this level, and resistance is 17, right? So I think that we just range trade on this for the next couple days. If we take out 1523, then I think we can continue on to the downside. Look for the algo to curl back around and maybe for that divergence to play out right around the 1610 level. But if I'm not super interested in long for Valet. Team, oh, I gotta start moving through these a little quicker, right? Team, algo trading with price action, right? Generally, this is bullish. I like the move that the algo is making. Possible head and shoulders, so be wary. The algo really does need to. Come on, sucker. All right. So do you see the head and shoulders? Shoulder, head, possible shoulder, right? We have support here. Very important levels for the algo to make a higher high. It's got to get above here, right? Price action is, seriously, look at this trend line. This is a gorgeous trend line. Wow, I wonder what's going on. Why am I so laggy right now? Right, you see that wedge? I don't know how much more I can be like. All right, so we rallied, right? Gap up, pull back, fill the gap. All gaps have been filled. Now we've got a gap to the upside we need to fill. This algo is curled. I needed to get up there, and then it'll form W. Wu-Tang pattern reversal. Here we go. By the way, latest episode of Wu-Tang on Hulu. It's fire. Oh, I'm so excited. Method Man. METHOD, man. All right. CRM. What's going on with CRM? This is slightly bullish divergence. The algo is consolidating. We have dark pool resistance. So this is a consolidating algorithm, right? Range bound. Imagine that. We've got, this is, oh my gosh. Trendline support to long-term wedge with dark pool resistance, okay? 260.50, 260.81, those are your levels, which coincide with previous highs. So I think that we continue to consolidate until we get squeezed out of this wedge, and then we start taking out previous highs and previous lows, right? Start taking that out. Take this out. CRM, I'm gonna check out CRM on the chart. CRM, CTRM. Twitter, I'll go over Twitter again. Look at that. All right, so we busted out of that wedge. There we go, CRM. Damn, dude. Rip mode. All right. CRM on the daily. All right, so we take our fib from high to low, right? That gives us a target. It also just blasted through this entire fib retracement. So pull back, 262.42. Below that, 263.71. Below that, 261. Below 261, I think we fade, right? That would be a massive dump. We got a MACD crossover, we got a TTM squeeze crossover, oversold on the RSI, so I'm expecting a pullback at the open. So lots of profit taking at the open to support. These are the levels. Stack positive moving averages, 821.34. We have VWAP at 261, right? We had a 50, 200 bounce. This is a super bullish move right here. Super bullish. Target 275 long term, right? CRM's going to rally, dude. This is going to be glorious. I'm writing this one down. I'm catching some of this sucker. ZS and CRM are my focus. Gosh, dang it. My focus list favorites so far. All right, moving on. What was next? I'll look at team real quick just to give you a technical analysis of it. Another great move into consolidation. So anything that's trading at like 2 or 3 ATR, I don't like. This is pure momentum play, right? And you could get head faked real easily, right? This is a pure momentum play. Yesterday would have been the day to get in on the pullback, right? Or even on Monday, right? Fade to Monday. There's really no support here. So you've been like, what am I doing? You would have played this move here. You would have rallied, pulled back. You would have got shaken out about right here. This is a wackadoo looking stock, right? So let's see what trends have to say. Yeah, so like I said, it's that wedge, right, that's forming. So look for the wedge breakout to the upside. Look for the squeeze to release, MACD crossover. Anything that's trading at 3 ATR makes me a little nervous, even though this stock has just stayed between 2 and 3 ATR for the last, I don't know, several weeks, right? Yeah, it's just a little tough. I think that most of this move has got premium baked into it, so the options are probably not going to be super juicy, for lack of a better word. All right, let's see what else we got here. Any more requests from the chat? All right. More white lines. Lorraine, morning. Yeah, dude, you called CRM a couple days ago. Good call. I wasn't paying attention to anything for the last couple days. I wanted to get, I mean, I'm basically in cash. Simply because of FOMC. I just don't like gambling with my money. I want to look at Palantir real quick. And I want to look at Snow. FUBU, nice call. I like that stock. FUBU. All right, what's going on with Palantir? So we took out those previous levels. All right. We are double bull flagging, right? Overhead resistance, block level support. The algo is doing its job. All right, so Palantir isn't in too bad a shape, right? The algo is trying to maintain its uptrend. It is consolidating right now. All right, algo consolidation. Look for, yeah, I don't know if we channel trade or not, but we have lots of block trade resistance at 28. We've got white line support at 2750. White lines. There's a 80s song called White Lines, I think. Amazing. I love that song. I remember the first song I went to the club with was that song. That's how old I am. Yeah, I'm old AF. Let's see. This is just, this is ugly. Like, just chop fest. A break of 28, and then I think that we stair step up to 29. Break below 2750, and then we step down to 27. Below 27, and we start taking out, we come back into this previous consolidation cluster F, right? All of this junk right here. So yeah, maybe a couple more days of this before it really decides which way it wants to go. All right, let's check out Snow real quick. Give me 1 second. I need to go and make sure my daughter's awake. Right back. All right. I love responsible teenagers. All right, looking at snow, we got a dark pool level that's going to provide some it's going to provide a target, and that's at 2 or 323.52. I don't know if we're going to get there this week. I've been in this stock since Monday, and normally it's got a lot of volume, right? It's got a lot of open interest. It's just pathetic. It is pathetic. I mean, we've got bullish divergence, which we like to see, right? But there's just no volume coming in. So it's like trying to swim upstream, right? It's just, this is like funky, like a funky little rising wedge channel, right? There's a gap that needs to be filled, right? At 320-ish. But I just don't know if there's enough volume and momentum coming in, right? All right, so snow. Oh, sorry, this is PLTR overnight, right? Like I said, we could just range trade right here in between these two channels. We do have stack positive moving averages, 821.34. 50 is above the 200 and 50 is above VWAP. So this could be a VWAP squeeze down to 27.45. Really a break of 28. And then, I don't know, take out 28.11. Slingshot squeeze. MACD crossover. Yeah, this is just consolidation on Palantir, right? And then snow. Yay. Okay, so good news on snow. We broke above the 200 SMA and we've got an 8 EMA bounce. So if we can rally above this 200 SMA on the 15-minute chart, right? I don't know. Let's see. Remove all annotations. Yes. All right, that's a little cleaner chart. So what do? We pulled back to the 21 EMA, or yeah, the 21 EMA, and then we got rejected at point of control. So we may just consolidate here between VWAP and point of control. If we do break above 321, that's going to be a release of a lot of momentum, okay? We gapped up, pulled back above the 50 with stack positive moving averages, 821.34. The 50 is above VWAP and the 200 is sloping down slowly. And this looks like a consolidation move, right? We just need to get up above the 200 and then I think we start moving to, like, we start getting super chunky because there's a gap that needs to be filled. All right, how am I doing on time? Pretty decent. FUBU. Oh, I was looking at FUBU. Sorry, I apologize. FUBU, Algo trading with price action, slightly bearish on FUBU. Slightly, well, I'm pretty bearish, right? I'm actually bearish on FUBU. Sorry. This is a weird little pattern here, right? It attempted to make a move, got rejected at previous lows. So let's see what we've got here. Really, we'd have to take out this double bottom right here for continuation to the upside. So right at the, I don't even know what level that is. 20, let's just call it 27. Right? FUBU break above 27, then I think we take out 28, 29. FUBU. I like playing the stock. That's ugly. You could sell an iron condor and make a mint. Is this head and shoulders? Or is this an inverted head and shoulders? Regardless, it's choppy. However, we did break above the 200 SMA, so overnight. So nice rally into yesterday. We've got, this is actually bullish. So look for the algo to curl back up and around and start buying again. 821.34.50, 200 stack positive moving averages. VWAP at 26. point of control coming in at 27.30. Monthly VWAP at 28.86. The 27.90 is a rally to the mean, right? So this is a cluster, but we can definitely rally to, say 28. So there's a $2 move. FUBU does move nicely. Look for this slingshot squeeze to curl around over the next day or so, and resistance at 27.27. So this is what that looks like. We've got a supply zone. Where is it at? It is... Got a supply zone there. We need to break up and above that. So for me, you could play 26.50 to 27, but if you, I'm gonna play the 27 break to ooh, that lines up nicely. Ooh, my supply zone was off a little bit. All right, there we go. There's your fib levels. Fib's telling you what to do. Right? Look for support at 26.32 for continuation up. You want to play I think the smarter play or the longer term play would be a break at 27.08, right? Like I said, a break at 27, then we test 28. So FUBU, I like FUBU too. It's a cheap play. FUBU, break 27 to 29.20 with support at 26.25. All right, does that make sense? Break down below 26.25. I think we take out VWAP, right? Support, I'm just say break at 26 and we fade. Break above 27 and we eat. Okay, that's good, good, good. All right, yeah, so CRM, that's okay. Let it rally because there's gonna be a bunch of profit taking and it'll come back, right? We want that volatility. Those are the good things. All right. I think that's it for me. Thanks for joining me. Once again, my name is Darkpool Algo, and Smile Direct Club is a Iron Condor dream. All right, let's see what else we have. All right, so Roblox. These last couple ones I got to burn 3. Oh, sorry, we didn't go over futures. We're fading, which is good. I'd rather fade at the open and then rip from the bell rather than, oh my gosh, than gap and crap. Yeah, so we took out yesterday's lows, or overnight. Yeah, we took out yesterday's lows, 43.95. Roblox, what do we got going on here? A strong uptrend. We're pulling back. Support at 81. There's your support. We break that support, we definitely come and take out. We come back down to 77 with a pit stop halfway in the middle. Okay. All right, I got to run. Thanks for joining me. Once again, my name is Darkpool Algo. I really, really appreciate the support. I'm working on getting y'all some cool like emojis and some cool stickers. I haven't quite figured out how to do the subscription. It's not a subscription. I don't know. I'll check it out, but there should be some really cool stuff coming. We do have a Tony Montana emoji that that I think we should use in the chat, right? And so let me know if y'all are interested in that. Also, taking requests for aftermarket videos. Leave a comment in the comment section below or hit me up on Twitter at DarkpoolAlgo. If you do not have your trial of FlowTrade or you're not a subscriber yet, there's a link to the free trial either in the description of this video, or you can go to darkpoolcharts.com and sign up there. While you're there, sign up for the free newsletter and you'll get an in-depth, wow, that sounds like a commercial right now, don't I? Anyway, free newsletter, free subscription to FlowTrade, or free trial to FlowTrade, free 50 free. It's the only thing free you'll get you get my love for free. All right, we'll talk to y'all soon.